You've been thinking about it for weeks, rationalizing. Yeah, this will be the last statue I buy. This is the pinnacle of Optimus Prime. It'll be the GRAIL piece. I won't need
Statue
anything
can stay in the
big
family for
like
years.
this
I've
again.
been cutting back in other areas of the collection. Got a little more
Market's been
space
on a
now,
run.
a little
Why
more
not
money.
live a
I mean,
little?
it's
I can
probably
do
only
this.
going to go up in value.
Yeah, if I don't buy it
It's an
now,
investment.
it's going to end up being twice as much in the aftermarket. Hypothesizing. I may never have a chance to buy something like this
With the way
again.
the stock market's been going,
There's going to be plenty of money to take care of
I
this.
bet Trump even gets a third term. Over 12 years on his watch, stock market will increase tenfold.
But we all know that's bullshit. I'm doing this Tony Stark style. Buy it.
I think it's incredibly overpriced.
I need it. Buy it, store it.
Hello everyone, Dana 14th Prime here. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know the Imaginarium Arts Optimus Prime statue has arrived. Big box here, clocking in at about 39 inches by 27 inches. So a little over 3 feet by a little bit over 2 feet. And about 19 inches tall as well. Shipping label has it at about 49 pounds. So big load. It's a big box. I think we could very well ship some human beings around the world in a box this size. And it wouldn't be too uncomfortable, probably. All right, so let's pop this thing open and take a little bit of a walkthrough of what we've got to get this guy together and out of the box. We get inside the first box, we get the official Imaginarium art pack out. It's about 36 by 25 by 16.
Number on the corner of the box here, so I'm guessing this is number 9 of the 500 units made.
Let's keep digging. There's gold in there. And we're in. 36 by 24 by 15. We struck gold. And it's cool, the pack out here is kind of just like a tech spec. This red grid goes all around the box. So nothing too special on the sides, back or bottom, which is nice because I don't have to try to show you. Other than you get some official Hasbro and Transformers, logoing like you'd find on their Generations toys on the side of the box. I'll just come over the top of it a bit here so you can see a little more flat. Just a big picture of the statue with a certain pose out. Got the Imaginarium art logo in the left-hand corner. And again, they definitely draw a lot of toy inspiration. The Autobot Optimus Prime down below in the yellow Transformers logo. And then shockingly, a choking small parts hazard. I mean, this thing is massive. I can't believe there's something in there you could actually put in your mouth and choke on.
And then on the side, they give him the tech spec. Not sure if this would sync up exactly with the G1 toy tech spec. He basically tops out at 10 on everything except firepower and speed, which are 8s, which rings a bell. And here's the write-up. So I'll give you a second here if you want to pause and read that, feel free.
And quickly here, if you like, you can kind of fold down the front flap of the box just to slide out the styrofoam. And then it's kind of a double layer styrofoam. Cut the tape, and you can get inside. So it doesn't look too bad parts-wise. Big Optimus there and base on the bottom. Some smaller pieces over here, but not terrible. Alright guys, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a little test build because I need to see just how big this guy is. So I can find some space on where I'm going to officially put him. Unfortunately, as of now, I'm not finding any kind of instructions. But I'm only counting about 15 or so pieces. So it shouldn't be rocket science. Let's get to it. Man, getting those 2 big pieces out, you can just smell the paint. I hope they don't use lead paint. That does not feel very strong at all. Repair bay is just on a ball peg, so it seems like that can be rotated how you like. Arms just on like a hexagonal peg, so it seems that could be positioned in different ways as well. Here guys, I'm just noticing, I have no idea how this passed QA because this is incredibly obvious. If I can get the right angle for you here. Paint issue right here. I mean, like, not even close, not even subtle. Like a huge finger smudge on the top. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to deal with that with Big Bad Toy Store. One of the switch out parts there, so we'll put the gun in the right hand. A bit more of a specific fit on that left arm. You definitely got to watch the tailpipe coming off the arm and how that settles in against the back. Go with another gun there. I guess the two small parts being his chest windows. Big roller there, which is okay. I mean, it's all very toy. I like this statue because it was very G1 compared to, say, XM, which has this G1 spin to it, but it's definitely more stylized. One thing I like about XM, though, is they give you a big Optimus cab, whereas here we get a big roller. Just to change that up a bit, go with the X. Okay, so there he is. The head's got lights and roller has lights, though I'm not sure the batteries because I never found any instructions and it didn't say on the bottom of the head. And considering I'm going to deal with that paint issue, probably not going to mess with it. If you go to the tip of the gun barrel, you're about 26 inches tall. Top of the head's just shy of 24 inches. You're about 19 inches long that way. And if you go the width from the protruding corner on the left to the far right, you're a little over 17 inches at the base. Of course, not counting the gun sticking out in front of that. Then considering the trailer angles back even, you probably got to be at least 18 inches, probably closer to 19, to have a little bit of breathing room. If you wanted that trailer flap on the back side of a cabinet, then sort of the left foot there facing out. Let's dive in closer and check out some of the details. That's a close-up on some of the details. I mean, when you just step back and look at it, obviously very impressive detail. Bright colors. We'll say the blue is kind of a lighter, more metallic blue than I was expecting or I'd noticed. I thought that might match up better with the roller. I think he's got a nice dark blue. Probably would have preferred the legs more that color, but that might be even pretty difficult to pick up on camera. But there's definitely a shade difference there. Again, super detailed, big, not burdensomely heavy, I didn't think. Can't really weigh it because I don't have a scale where I'd be able to read it if I put that thing on it. But obviously, I'm sure we shedded a good, 20 pounds of packaging of the overall 49-pound weight to get back to just this guy. So it looks really good. He is big, but really about what I expected in terms of size and weight. I'm going to just show you the swap out parts. It's all right hand. You get 3 different options. The axe here, and of course, another gun. Kind of weird. I mean, I don't think of Optimus, wielding 2 guns necessarily, so I always thought it was a bit strange. But then it comes back to this arm, which is just on like this hexagon piece. So that you can put really any way you want, kind of up and down and around the figure. Not saying it looks good, but just to make the point. And then finally here you can just have a kind of somewhat open hand. Again, kind of an off square, so sort of make you put that in a certain way, not as much flexibility. And that's kind of the pose options. It's not as dynamic as their Rodimus statue. I think their Rodimus statue, from what you get in the switch outs, is probably my favorite, because you get this kind of iconic stoic opening the Matrix pose, and then you also get more of a action pose with the gun. So almost like you get 2 statues. Here you just get basically some different looks to what's always going to be the same overall pose. There he is with the axe up, just so I can say I showed you. That one might be my favorite. I think that looks good too. And again, you just create more height, getting upwards of 30 inches to the top of that barrel. Now, unfortunately for me, instead of looking for a place to set them up, I'm going to be dealing with a quality issue, which is frustrating because it's such an obvious one right on the top of his chest. But thanks for stopping by and checking out this Optimus Prime statue with me. I will see you next time. Woo! I think I'm catching a buzz off the fumes. A little bonus footage here. Just want to show you guys a couple things. I have geared up the batteries, and I missed one thing I want to show you. You can swap out the left arm. So it comes packaged up like that together, but you can actually pull off the hand and put the axe on there. And then I did fit the batteries. So it's 2 AAAs and roller, which is easy. 3 LR41s, which I happen to have handy, because I get all kinds of crazy stuff from Asia, which requires all these odd batteries. So 3 of those in the head will light him up. They have switches, you turn them on, but then they have touch sensors to also turn them off and on once the switch power is on. So in the head, the touch sensor is the face mask. There, I think you can see it well enough how that shows up. Unfortunately for mine, the sensor doesn't seem to be perfect because I can't get it to go off. So that's another issue I'll be talking to Big Bag Toy Store about. And then Roller here. He works just fine. His sensor's right behind the light. And he turns off and on at the touch of a finger. Just a little red light. So that's the light up features. Nothing really magical. The touch sensor's cool if you can get it working. But then did want to show the swap out extra piece as well. So definitely a little bit more flexibility with that left arm in play.